What's up, guys, and welcome back to our PGA Tour 2K25 career. We are back here for episode 3. I am still so stoked about this series, and I thank you guys for being here. Now, we've got a small change in direction. We've actually, it's a pretty big one. We've got a brand new My Player that we've created. So instead of Trevor Martin, we've now got Trevi Putts and Trevi Chips. Trevi Putts is the one we created in episode 1. Trevi Chips is the one I just created off screen right before this video because we are going to be switching lanes a little bit. So I did watch a couple of tutorials. Gamer Ability, I'll link his channel down in the description. But yeah, he's got a couple of good videos. I was reading some Reddit posts and some other things, and all of them kind of agreed with the same kind of focus or strategy. And really, one of the most important things you could choose is your archetype. And we went with Greenskeeper to start, which, there's no wrong answer, but this one's not the best to go with. Really, I think if you're trying to play competitively, Powerhouse is going to be the most important. Or if you're just trying to play and get better at the game and excel and learn new shot types and things like that, Technician is really important. And honestly, Sculptor and Magician aren't bad either. Greenskeeper is probably the least important out of anything. Basically, your archetype determines your base stats as well as your specialty perk you could eventually get. So it basically sets the foundation for your player going forward. It's your starting spot, and that kind of determines where you're going to end up at the very end. So with Trevi Chips here, he's a Technician, level 4. All I did was play one match, which I'll tell you guys what happened there because it's good. But it's going to give us a little bit more in terms of power, contact, swing path, correction. It's going to put a little bit more into swinging the club and a little bit less into putting, which, really you putt for dough, but in this game we saw it's really hard. It's tough this year. It's a lot more realistic, so you want a little bit more in this, especially starting off. I'm going to start adding some to power. We'll do to swing path and correction. Honestly, maybe recovery. I feel like recovery, hitting out of the rough and stuff like that should be pretty good. And then we also need to start getting into some of the skills here. This is where you make a huge difference in your game. Tee shot. We're going to have better tee shots here. After we get that, it kind of opens up the tree so we can get rhythm proficiency. This is going to be contact. This is swing path. I'm probably going to take both of these here. So our driver's going to be better, and then you can also learn new types of drives. So you've got the stinger, you've got the choked tee shot. Eventually you can get down to the power drive, which obviously would be pretty good. Approach shots, obviously these are going to be really important. Choked approach shots, driver off the deck, knockdowns, recovery shots. You're going to be able to learn to do choked punch shots, recoveries. In the bunkers, you're going to be able to, learn to pick the ball out of the sand and things like that. So obviously it's really important to have more of a technician style than just focusing on putting. I think you can putt well even without it. You've also got clubhouse pass skills. How do we get can I get a tie spinner? Skimming chip shot that generates a lot of spin and locks up quick. Oh, we need CHP tier 25 to be able to get that. Okay. So I'm going to say, let's work on our splash shots here. If we get in the bunker, we want to be able to get out of the bunker for sure. Technician is, for me, the thing that I was most frustrated by is it felt like we couldn't find the right difficulty. And I think I've found it now. So we're going to go in. We're back on pro difficulty, but because we're a technician, it makes pro difficulty a little bit easier. In the last episode, we turned the difficulty down a little bit, and then we won the Korn Ferry Q School Championship, which doesn't seem realistic. So we've got a new player here. He had a restart from the beginning, and I think we scored like 25th in the Q School final. So we're going to be on the Korn Ferry Tour now. We're not jumping straight to the PGA Tour like we would have been if we would have continued from episode 2. I want it to be a little bit slower of a development, but I want a little bit more control over it, if that makes sense. This is probably a really boring way to open up this episode. I'm sorry, we're getting into the golf right now. I've got my Bay Hill shirt on, bro. Your boy is about to ball out. It's serious. But basically, with our current setup and the difficulty that we have, but also we've got a player that kind of makes the difficulty a little bit easier, I think we're going to be a little bit more balanced. I think it's going to be like, if we play well, we could end up doing well, but it's not going to be handed to us like it was in the last episode.
The grand finale of the Korn Ferry Tour season opener starts now. Hello, everyone. Thrilled to have your company this week.
Here we go.
Luke Elvey, alongside
Deer run.
Rich Beam in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy following the action out on the course. This is an exciting day for this player. They're taking part in their very first Korn Ferry Tour event. I'm sure you've got memories of that moment and what it felt like. What type of goals are they setting for themselves, and what are their expectations of the season ahead?
Well, I think
the very
goal
first one,
is plain and simple. Try and be within the top 30 at the year's end Korn Ferry Tour Championship which will then secure this player a PGA Tour card.
Okay.
We're going
So if we
down the
win
first hole
3
now.
Korn Ferry Tour events outright, that will get us into the PGA Tour. Or if we end up top 30 at the end of the year, that will also get us there. So here we go. We're running driver here. And we're going to see what we can do. Ooh, look at that. See what I mean? Like,
Okay, he's got that one in the air, heading out onto the fairway. That's going to set the tone for the day.
with this technician, it makes our swing path a little bit easier. Like, I'm not an expert. I haven't been playing nothing but
He's setting
2K
up for
golf
his
for the
second
last
shot.
couple of years. Like,
Wind is
I'm not a
blowing
pro.
left to right, going to try and hold it against the wind.
So it makes it so that we can still succeed at it as long as we're close. And that last one was pretty close there. It makes your, like, you know, the path that you want to be in a little bit thicker, makes like the contact and the swing path little notches, the little skinny white notches. It makes those a lot easier to see. So we'll see what we can do here. Approach shot into the wind, left to right. It's going to slow us down a little bit. It's not going to roll out too much, I don't think. I mean, this looks pretty good with this 56 degree. See how we do there. Not the perfect swing path there. Kind of closed it up a little bit.
Yeah, well played.
Not bad.
This is a lefty
Dancing on the
putt
green,
here.
looking pretty good.
John, what's the line on this putt?
Got a
This one
25-footer.
looks like it will be breaking to the left.
Definitely going to be a little bit right to left. It's not going to be a ton. And the thing is it is going to keep running past the hole, so we got to be careful there. It's not going too much. I like something like this. Now, I will say our putting, ooh, it wasn't enough, Trev. You needed a little bit more
So
there.
close.
Oh, don't let it go too far past it. We should be able to clean that up. No problem. It's okay.
Feet to the cup.
These par putts, they keep around going.
But yeah, that's the thing. Our putting, all of the attributes that we had as a greenskeeper, we're doing what we now have for our tee, approach, bunker, everything else shots, except they were only on the green. It was making so our swing path, our contact, our everything else was easier to hit on the putting green, which is good. That's
Here's a
important.
look at the par 5
But let's
second.
be honest, it's, you know, you putt for dough for sure. But it's definitely a lot less intense. There's a lot less avoiding
one,
bunkers,
heading to the
avoiding
bunker.
water, trying to keep it not
Line
there,
up now,
that
this
kind of
shot
thing. You know
from
what I
the
mean? Like
fairway
it
bunker.
it makes it a lot easier. So one thing I did learn, and I didn't understand how this worked, the bottom right, that is saying that we will hit this ball out at 72 to 85% of the distance that we would normally. So you see this 156 here, we're going to hit it 72 to 85% of that. So it's going to end up landing in here if we hit it perfectly. We probably, I mean, oh, that's a pretty, we want to make sure we're getting out of the bunker. I don't know if we want to go with much more than an 8 iron. We might even want to go 9 iron, to be honest. Let's just get it out of here. Let's not have any issues. Oh, gosh. Hopefully get it out in the fairway. Bounce out there. Yes. Into the cut stuff. That's what I'm talking about. So, yeah, I was a little bit concerned or, like, confused with how that worked. But that makes a lot more sense. I
From
just,
around 160 yards.
I don't know. All right, 8 iron. Obviously, we're going to get all of this. It is going to carry a little bit left to right. I say we just try to put it on the green. Let's just aim. Let's just aim middle green-ish. Wind, catch that. That might be pretty good right there. That might be really solid. Settle. Okay, not bad.
It's a little wayward.
Not bad
This
at
would
all.
be a great up and down from this spot.
Dude, we can get this in there. It's not even really going to go that hard left to right. Here we go. Yes!
Didn't that
Oh
look good
my
for a long time.
gosh, dude. Okay, we were a little bit too aggressive there, I guess.
Putting for a par now.
Putting for a
What
par.
are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it.
10 feet left to right. Probably going to break a little bit more than you think, Trev, so let's account for that.
Rolling end to end.
Bang!
Looking
Baby,
nice.
that's what I'm talking about. All right, I'm
That's
feeling
certainly a
good.
Step in the right direction.
So, yeah,
Keep it
basically,
going.
26, that's where we want to be. I'm not sure how many rounds of the Korn Ferry Tour there are.
This hole is a par 3.
Let's see what we can do. Okay, so uphill. Wind's going to carry it. Just want to make sure we get it up there. Beauty. It's going to be a little bit left, but that's okay.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
I mean,
that's on the surface, but it's in 3-putt territory. It's so far away.
this is gonna be a
This is
really tough
miles
putt,
away.
dude. Holy cow. Are you freaking kidding me? 122 feet. Oh, boy. I mean, it's... It's ugly. I have no clue how hard to hit that. We didn't even have enough break on that. Oh my gosh, dude. Not good.
Steps up to a punt of about 15
Okay.
feet in distance.
I thought we needed a little bit more behind that. I don't know why I trusted the game as much as I did. We really need to stop trusting where it puts it. I always assume that it's putting us in a pretty decent spot, and oftentimes it's not really. Huge par save right here if we can make this happen.
Ooh. Putting now for a bogey.
That
Sitting
did
up way
not
over for the
break as much as I thought it was going to. We're fine. It's going to be okay. We're good.
Good thing.
I'm not upset
Here we
yet.
are at the 4th hole.
Driver, tee shot, into the wind. Grip it and rip it, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's
should
exactly
find the
what we
fairway.
want. Let that thing trickle down the hill. Catch a good bounce, maybe. There she is. Give us a nice, easy look at the flag. Okay.
And this shot from about 150 yards out.
Okay, 9 iron.
5 shots off
Into the
lead.
wind. I think we're going to want a little bit more. A little bit of left to right. Let's go for something like this. Oh, no. Oh, no. I pushed that hard.
This looks like it's heading right.
I pushed that. I pushed that.
That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
It's okay.
And here we are with the 3rd shot.
We're okay.
5 shots off the pace.
I'm going to do... Flop shots are hard. I'm going to do a flop shot. Flop shots are hard. That's okay. I'm not mad at it. Now we're going to save par again. Oh, God.
John, have you got a good read on
14-footer.
this one?
This one looks like it's going to break right to left.
Little bit too much. Little bit too much break there. I guess not enough.
Putters will make these right on 5 feet.
This is for
Not enough
damage
aim on my
limitation.
end. A little bit too much break on the
Trailing by 6
greens
shots
end. We're
after
fine.
that hole.
Okay. We're 2 over, 62 on the day so far. We're going to be
Number
okay.
tee
We're
of the
we're
5th
figuring
hole,
this out.
The par 4.
We are never going to be perfect. Ooh, this is a little bit sketchy. Wind behind us. I just don't want this to roll into the rough stuff, so I'm going to back it up a little bit. Don't get in the bunker, please. Stop, 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 stop. Cut, 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 cut. Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. Okay.
And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Setting up here from about
8
150
iron?
yards.
Dude, this is tough. So it's going to steal a little distance with the wind. It's going to push it left. I don't want to get too aggressive here. Let's just try to get it on the flag, or on the green. Just try to get it on the green.
Going with the 8 iron here.
Par it out. Take your medicine. We're good. We probably
Yes,
could have
anytime you
been
can
a
find
bit
the green
more
and have a
aggressive
putt,
there.
You'll take
Ooh.
it.
Okay.
A long range putt coming up here to be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. We're going to make this. I pushed it left. I left the face closed. I got excited and I pushed
Think
it
he's pulled
left,
this one.
and I'm an idiot.
Look at this one just roll off the green. A bit too much pace, but a chance still to get it back up and in. Nice
Come on,
soft
Trevor.
hands around the green. What a skill to have.
Dude, so
He'll
that's
knock
the
you
thing.
3
Like,
over
our
to the
putting
edge.
is not always going to be as
And now on the
guaranteed.
tee,
Like, we
coming off a
need
bogey,
to step it up, but
trying
we
to
need to putt
reclaim some
better.
momentum.
This, we probably want to back it up a little bit because that's going to roll out, and the wind's going to carry it. That doesn't look good. Why are people clapping for me for that, dude? Are you
That's a bit out
freaking
of
kidding
shape.
me? All right, what are we working with here?
3 consecutive bogeys. That's bad momentum.
Just try to get it through.
Going with the 6 iron here. Well, that may have come out a little heavy. So standing over this one from the 2nd cut.
No, this is like hitting it into a head of cabbage. I mean, it literally is just awful.
I feel good about it. Roll, roll, roll.
He's found the surface. Good chance here. Setting up here with a very long putt.
Solid little par putt here.
It's not going to move much. It's all about the way that our putter was facing.
That's disappointing.
Drop! Oh my God. Okay, I got tilted in that one, and honestly, I was not playing the way that we should play. We're going to bring this back. Trust. 97, 4 over. We're going to be okay.
7, and it's a par
What hole
3.
is this? Number 7. We're going to be okay. I got tilted. You notice that I started like really quickly choosing shots and things. Yeah, you don't want to do that. So we're going to get a little aggressive here. Oh, it's a 3-wood though. I don't know if I like a 3-wood, but we're whatever, dude. We're going to get aggressive. We're going to hope for the best. Settle that thing down.
For the 3-wood.
Settle that thing down, wind. I'm not upset at it. I am not upset at all. That's what I'm talking about. All right, can we chip this thing in, please? Left to right. It's just all...
How close was that to going down?
Idiot.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Yeah, it's going to bank to the left.
I'm a little upset with how we're playing, but it's going to be fine. We can still bounce back from this, Trevor. We just...
A bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine.
We're okay. It is... That's going to go in the bunker. What I like about this, though, is we have obviously made good shots here.
Pretty good shot
And
there.
some stuff's been good. But we're at the point where, like, I'm messing up. Some of these I'm not getting as close to the markers as I would like, and that's causing us to not do well. And that's how I want it to be. 9-iron, approach shot. I'm going to put it a little bit closer to the hole. It's going to cut it a little bit right. Rob a little distance. It's not going to roll much. Go with the 8-iron. See, not the best swing path there. We're closed, so it's going to go left, which is like I want it to mess up when I mess up. That's fine.
Setting up for his 3rd shot.
Here, let's not go too far past it. We're going to get 76 to 90% of this. Obviously, don't want to go flying by the hole. Want to try to get it close. Oh gosh. Okay, so yeah, we
15 feet to the
overdid
cup.
that a little bit there.
And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
It looks like this one will turn.
I wish I could just. I wish I could restart. I don't think you can restart, but I wish I could restart this one. This is tough.
6 over for the event.
This is tough to watch. 123rd, dude. We could still bring this back, Trevor. We just got to practice hitting the right spots on this thing, which there we missed, but it's going to be okay. Look at that bounce out there. Okay, is this a par 5?
That's a beauty.
It's a par 4. It's a long par 4. Okay. 4-mile-an-hour headwinds. 3-wood. It's going to roll out. I almost wonder. Let's hit it like here, because it'll take that roll. Give it enough to hit the green and roll.
This would be handy if we could bounce right.
And cut towards the flag. Cut towards the flag a little bit. I would have liked a little bit more, but honestly, see, that's a good shot right there.
Inside the range.
That's handy. 29-footer left to right, uphill. Maybe something like this. Come on. Oh my God, dude. See, I'm not mad at it because, again, I haven't played
Straightforward 5-footer to me.
a ton of these PGA games, and
Sitting
like
at 6 over for the
I'm
event.
excited to learn. I'm excited that it's actually hard, and we're gonna get better with time. Here we go. Steer clear of that bunker. Oh my God, dude.
Okay, let's
I
get
just
those
got to
two
get my swing down.
things back. Timing and tempo.
We keep closing the swing. Gallery ball. All right. Hey, you know what? That looks like a pretty good lie right there. I'm not too
This
upset about
rough
that.
Looks to be lush and thick, doesn't it?
Try to hit this 3-wood. I don't think we're going to get as much of this as we want, so we'll just see what happens. That should hit the fairway and roll. You know? Sometimes you got to make a bit of a recovery shot. That's what I'm talking about. That's why we put one skill point into recovery. So we'll take that. Little 3-wood out of the rough. Not too bad. Par 5. Got a good look here. 5-mile-an-hour. wind behind us, not going to affect it too much. Green's going left to right. It's a pitch shot, so it is going to roll out. Try this here. I've got a really bad tendency to cut it. So we should have landed it short of the green there. We either need a longer flop shot or I need something with spin to be able to stop that. I wanted to do an approach shot there, but it doesn't let you approach shot from that far away.
Have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
Lots of movement right to left on this putt.
Come on. Oh my God, we're so close, dude. That's okay. Honestly, saving a par there, not upset about it. Although we do need to get some circles on the scorecard
Here we
if
are,
we can.
11th, a par 4.
1 mile an hour wind in front of us. Probably bring the power back a little bit because we don't want to go too far, roll out too much. There she is. That's a good spot to start. Here we go. We're going to be okay.
And
Dude,
what are we looking at here, Henny?
The swing
I'd
stuff
say
is
he's
tough.
About 165 from this flag.
165 with a 6-iron approach shot. It's not going to move too much. Maybe try to aim a little bit more towards the center of the green. Let the air catch it a little bit. I don't think it's going to slow it down too much. I think something like that. There it is. Look at that. Perfect contact. Pushed it on the swing path a little bit, but that should be pretty
great
appetizing.
shot.
There it is.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this.
I mean, a birdie here would be huge. 18-footer.
Started this one on a pretty good line. This one's got
Yes, baby. That's what I'm talking about. We're moving in the right direction. Oh, boy.
Move up the leaderboard after that.
Yes. 106, 5 over.
Now
We're going to be okay.
After a birdie, fired up and ready for more.
Fired up and ready for more. Yes, sir. Okay. 3-mile-an-hour wind is going to push this back a little bit. But this is a 5-wood, so it's going to roll. Oh, boy. To be honest, I don't love this.
That swing reminded me of smooth jazz. Great rhythm.
Great rhythm. Rolled a little long of where we wanted it, but it's stuck. That's fine.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par.
It's not going to go much left to right. Just a little bit. We don't want it to roll too far past. It is uphill. Dang it, dude.
Going in.
So we were a little bit
Just 4
left.
feet remaining between him and the hole.
An important par save.
We were a little bit
So no
left on our
change on the
swing path
leaderboard
there,
for this
and that's
player
what
after that
affected the
hole.
ball to miss
Welcome
like
to the
that, but
par
it's
4,
fine.
13th hole.
13th hole, we're looking good. Par 4, this is an easy par 4. Grip it, rip it. Looking good. That's going to put us in the middle of the fairway. Our transition is good. So we need to keep an eye on these, like the stats down on the bottom right. Like I would say my contact, which is
Second
your
shot
top,
here.
is what needs the most work. Approach shot, it's not going to roll too much. It is going to get carried by the wind. Looks like the flag's in a bit of a little crevice there, which honestly is good for us. I don't think the wind's going to do too much. Closed it a
Chosen the
little
pitching
bit,
wedge here.
but I like it. Oh, how did that happen?
A little off the mark on that approach shot.
Goodness gracious, I
This will
thought
be
we
a
were in
great up
great
and down.
shape. Okay, apparently not. So we're going to get about 72 to 86% of this, which means at 100%, it's going to be landing somewhere in here. I don't really know where to put this. Okay, we severely misread that.
Par putt on the table. And he's down there. You got a read?
If we can hit this
Such a
straight,
tough read. It looks straight all the way, and then it will right.
if we can hit the putter how we want, that should go in. You see how we perfected that? No, dude! Oh my God!
Putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Currently at
She was
6
right.
over
The announcer
par.
said that it cut
Not
right
much
at the
happening,
very
moving
end.
Down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
6
We've
over
arrived at the par 4, 14th
through
hole.
14.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Just getting tilted. Bad tee shot. That's going to put us in the bunker. Oh, it might stay short. Dribble into the rough. I mean, that's not where we want to be.
Don't like the look of that lie.
Okay, so we're going to be getting 76 to 90% of this. I mean, I just want to get it on the green. I'm just going to aim for the green. Nice middle part of the green there.
Like a flyer.
I mean, I'm not upset at it. You know, I think we got to the higher end of that. That was probably 90% of it, but I'm not upset.
This is a challenging one. A lengthy putt awaits.
Pretty heavy right to left to start. Flattens out a little bit at the ends. 26-footer.
Now look at this one
Not
come back.
enough.
I
was worried about that.
This one. That's
okay.
in the circle of friendship.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He
Not upset about it. You know, par on that thing out. We're okay. 118th on the day. We're going to be fine. You know, all it takes is one good round.
Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
I don't know why it had me on the 3-wood. We're going to go driver. Get the big stick out there, baby, and we are going to try to stick that thing in the middle of the fairway as long as she bounces and rolls nicely. There was a bunker where we're headed, but not bad. 295 at the end of that.
From where you're standing, Henny?
He's got, I'd say a solid 145 here.
145. I'm going to aim with the 8-iron approach shot about there because we should lose a little bit of distance. Pretty good swing.
And choosing the 8-iron here.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at all. All right, can we take a birdie right here, baby? Come on, please tell me.
This putt is about 17 feet long.
Right to left and a little bit harder left to right?
Yeah.
No, I think those are going to balance out. I think it's going to be, it might be a little bit left to right. Really, it's going to be more about where we put our putter face. Oh, baby! In that kind of a situation. Let's go, dude. That's what I'm saying. I love that when we mess up, it punishes us. But when we do what we want to and we play well, we can get birdies. Like, this is exactly where we need to do. It's so much better now. 1 mile an hour winds, 7-iron. Probably want to back this up a little bit. It's going to kick right. Wind's not going to affect it much, so we want to put it like... Dude, let's just throw a freaking dart. Right freaking on it. It's a little right.
7.
Nothing good out to the right. This is in trouble.
It's not in trouble. That's fine. We overhit it a little bit, but it's not a big deal.
Shot here on the 16th.
Now this is ugly. Because it's downhill, so we don't want it to run downhill, but it needs to get up over this hill. I think we just got to go for it.
Oh, wonderfully played chip shot.
Dang it. Okay. I mean, that's perfect. I'm not upset about that at all.
Save his par.
There she is. We'll take a par. It would have been nice to go bird there. Bird is the word, but we're you know, we're knocking on the door of top 100 here.
On the tee of the 17th.
17th.
It's a par 5.
Driver tee shot. Wind is going to kick us a little bit to the left. Not going to affect it that much. Dude, we have our swing path is coming across it like this. That if we can get that figured out, that's going to help us out big time. But I mean, straight smack down the middle of the fairway there. I'm not upset at that.
Standing over his second shot.
3-wood, 2 mile an hour wind. If we can get it up there, it can carry. You never know, dude. You never freaking know. That looks pretty good. If it gets over that bunker, oh, it's a little right. No. I wanted it on the green and to roll out.
From the sand, looking
That's
to
okay.
get up and down.
Little splash shot. Little left to right, little uphill. I don't know how much this splash is going to roll. It should roll a decent amount. Go. I was hoping for a little bit more than that. This is not a gimme putt. Left to right.
John, have you got a read on this one?
Not too much movement. Maybe a slight break to the right in this one.
Yes!
Nice comeback. That shows a lot of character. Be proud of that one.
Another birdie, baby. Let's go, dude. Look at that run of bogeys. It's a rough start to the episode, but we're going to be okay.
8 strokes now after that hole.
92nd.
As we stand on the last tee, it's a par 4.
92nd. Okay. Driver. Watch out for these trees. Good transition. Rhythm was a little bit off. Pushed it, closed the club. But it's nice because you don't have to be perfect. That's why we're a technician. It makes it just a little bit easier for us. Over the water, 2 Monar, win in our face, 5 hybrid. I think we just kind of aim for the center of the green, let her roll, let her figure it out however she wants to do it. You don't want to hit it over towards the water. I don't, it's like there's a freaking magnet in my ball for the water. It's been like that the entire freaking series thus far. Okay, so I'm not sure what happened. I'm really hoping this is working. I haven't used my A50 mic in a long time. It probably sounds terrible. My Go XLR just randomly quit there. We're on the last hole, the last thing. There is one more thing I wanted to try. I'll have the mic fixed for the next episode. Sorry if this sounds terrible. One thing we need to start trying to mess around with, especially now that we're a technician, is we do have the ball kind of control here, so you can choose how high or flat you want the ball flight to go. You can also choose how much you want the ball to spin. So if we hit at the bottom of the ball here, it's going to have more backspin, which is going to make it not go as far when it hits the green. So what we're going to try here, it looks like we've got a decent lie, 73 to 89%. So what we're going to do is let's go with a pitching wedge. Problem is I don't know if we're going to be able to get it as far as we want. I'm going to try to aim it towards the flag, maybe a little bit right to keep it away from the water. We're going to hit this so it's got a little bit more backspin, and I'm hoping it doesn't roll out as much, but I just don't know. I guess, what if we went 56 with an approach shot? We're going to hit it 76 to 90% of the way. We're going to have all the backspin on it, and this should just stop on a dime. We'll see how this goes.
As Tiger would say, wait.
Okay, that didn't go 76 to 90% of the way. That went way over 76, dude. Well, let's just try this again because we're kind of having fun. We're trying to learn it here. We're going to have more backspin. We can make it a taller shot, so it's going to come down even harder. We probably want a 50-degree wedge, chip with backspin. Let's see what happens here. Okay, I'm not seeing that the spin is spinning that much, to be honest. Okay, well, not exactly the end that we wanted here, but I feel like we had a lot of progression today. We're definitely learning more about the game. We're definitely playing better, and I definitely think we have the right difficulty now. When we succeed, we're going to do really well. When we fail, we're actually going to fail, which is nice. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Trevi Chips, off to a good start. I'll see you guys there.